Fuck! Read the disclaimer. Alrighty, we were close on there. Sorry about that. See, I'm not used to it because we're on a Monday, but hello everyone. Welcome to the weekend review where we recap the previous week and anything extra. So, yeah, I couldn't do this Sunday because Sunday had the events going on and all this other stuff. Yeah, some cool stuff to talk about, like the Hasbro X stuff. We'll get into that, but hello, we are at a little bit of the late Monday. I just decided, we might as well try to still do the live show and do the recap stuff because I wanted to do a discussion. So technically you get 2 weekend reviews this week, the Monday and then the Sunday. So in the meantime, while I adjust myself literally on the camera and on the digital studio, we will be getting into all the main stuff. So we'll be going obviously over the extended discussion on the Hasbro stuff we'll get into. In the meantime, I'll just play a little bit of a recap while we're setting this up. But yeah, this week was basically a lot of the whole Beyblade Day news. Do Drigger S, which we do have at momobays.com. I've already covered it too many times. The actual reaction portion of it. And yeah, dude, a lot of stuff. The episode review. It was quite a big week, actually, all things considered, But I'm here now, already. Yeah, we went over the Pegasus news, the podcast stuff, and following the next one, our plug from the Mall of A's store. I segued into it. But yes, we do have... UX is, by the way, next week. Also, we should actually have some Blue Sharks. I don't know if they'll come this week or late this week, but... yeah, Japan import fees, am I right? So if anyone was wondering about that, that is the answer to that type of stuff. Now we'll go over some of the fun stuff. I recently did host a Beyblade event, spin like the Egyptian X, and obviously I got second. So congratulations to our winners. We have Toxic getting number uno. I got second, and then after Antolt, I'm sorry about that, the live is covering it, but third place, that is pretty cool, huh? So in terms of just the combo stuff, for those that are wondering, the meta for Beyblade X is pretty much fair enough. I think Phoenix kind of makes the meta a little bit interesting, to say the least. Your first place combinations are Hell Scythe on 960 ball, Shark Edge 360 point, Phoenix Wing 560 orb. I, of course, ran Hell's Chain 360 ball, Shark Edge on 960 gear point, and then after, obviously, Phoenix Wing 560 point. And then after, I think that deck and both those decks are kind of the same, the third and the first, just the last slot's different. It's Unicorn Sting instead of the Hell Scythe. But you'll probably see a full video going over all this stuff, probably... What is today? Monday? Wednesday, probably? So I can edit both of the footages. I want to do basically a video of like pre-meta before UX, because UX I know is going to definitely at least shift a few things with all the weights and everything on these bays. So I think that's going to be pretty fun just to take a look at. But yeah, if you're wondering on any of this stuff, and if you have any of the bays that are in this photo, hey, let me know. And by the way... we got to the main event now, so I gotta make sure I'm pausing each time, but we're basically gonna talk about Hasbro's X stuff, and we'll kind of... Yellow point. Yes, my friend, that is from the Leon Claw. We're actually gonna talk about the Hasbro thing on the topic of, so, they recently did a thing in Toronto, but, there's no actual demo. I think they said there's supposed to be a demo in the press release, but honestly, like, listen... they didn't know anything about it, but you do see the... I don't know if you can see this. The WPN, and this is for 323.22, and this actually fits me. Very nice. It's very good fabric, actually. I'm a little bit surprised. Now, the WPN, what is this? The Wizards Play Network. So I'm not too familiar with Wizards or Magic the Gathering. The only thing I know when I was reading about this was... they're taking it seriously in terms of hosting and all that stuff, so... you essentially kind of get it where this approach that they're doing, they're picking stores and everything on places to host all this Beyblade X stuff, and it's like they're really taking it seriously, because for like the Burst generation, how they did it, it wasn't really that well done. Like, it was mostly just they got third-party guys just to like go around on locations and just do stuff, and they didn't really know much about the bays, whatever. But I do really like that their approach this time. It's like actual tournaments and actual thought and actual care towards it. Speaking of which, the Australian Blader community was blessed actually with being able to actually keep samples of the Hasbro Beyblade X stuff. I'm still debating on how to cover it at all, but I tweeted about it on the Twitter. I'll try to leave a link. Actually, I did a community tab post on it, so you can just go on the community tab, I think 2 posts probably by now, and just check it out. But yeah, I just want to wait for proper... I want to see how to cover it properly, but some of the obvious things are as goes the following. Obviously, they're going to use the updated Takaratomi mold. So for an example, the Unicorn Sting mold, where the whole thing was they fixed the ratchet tabs. Yeah, they're going to make sure that's obviously in the normal stuff, just like how the Takaratomi shifted on it. If, for an example, Drawn Sword has an updated mold where the plastic's a little bit more reinforced, Hasbro will pick whatever. Anything that's the latest mold that TT did, Hasbro is going to do. That is the idea. Yes, I do want to give a proper shout-out here for any of the information. The BBTA, Beyblade Tournaments Australia, check out that YouTube channel if you want to see Hasbro X coverage. They did amazing job on the coverage there. Very excited. But yes, I do want to talk about that. Oh my god. No, they're... God damn it. I joked about it, and now it's going to haunt me every single time. Takaratomi's cracking down. Well, no. This is misinformation. This is misinformation. But there's no offense to the person who's posted. You gotta keep in mind, Hasbro and Takaratomi work together on everything. This is not like Takaratomi did this, that, or whatever. Takaratomi, right? They handle all the product in Asia, whatever. Hasbro puts like and I'm heavily paraphrasing this, but this is like for the Western market. They put their influence on it. This is not as simple as, because you got to remember, Hasbro and Takaratomi, there's Transformers, Nerf, all this relationship, whatever. So it's not in like this idea like, Hasbro finally has... Well, Hasbro is doing probably this now, other than the obvious reasons that they should care for the fans, but let's be real now. If they did anything worse, like let's say Burst Era, and they repeated the same things, they lose money. Because everyone's done with this bullshit of like 7 years, whatever, of Hasbro doing these screw-ups. So, not like TT forced them. It's always just like they're just being smart about it. And we do have to give credit to Hasbro here, because the marketing is good right now. Everything we basically complained about it. Okay, well, hold on. I gotta manage the live chat here on the thing. We're throwing a timeout on that one, folks. Hold on. Let me get him. I'm sorry, my friend. You're gonna go on a good, nice 10 minutes out there. But there's a bunch of other stuff. For starters, there is a Beyblade Burst app. God damn it. Beyblade X app. I'm not used to it. From what I can recall, again, credit to the Beyblade Tournaments Australia for the information. I'm going vaguely on this. I believe the app should more or less be similar to what the Burst era had, kind of. Not like there's no battle pass, whatever. No battle pass, but I believe also there should be like a store locator or whatever, but honestly, like again, everything sounds good. No, the only thing we don't know yet, right, and this is we gotta at least be still neutral. It can't just be, it's exciting because it's new. I still want to see the hardness test with the durometer to really see the difference, because keep in mind, with Pro Series, it's easy to tell, because it's 1 gram of difference, so you can tell when it's cheaper materials, but remember, because the X bays have metal, right? There's already weight variation in metal, so I want to make sure there's no bullshit with like cheap materials, whatever. If for whatever reason, no cheap materials, whatever, as far as we can tell, then, they get 100% of flowers, because I lean towards generally pretty positive, but the materials is the most important part of the thing, because that's the stuff where it's like, dude, if I'm spending money on this and it's the same bullshit as Pro Series, I don't want to deal with this. In terms of the release dates, Canada's 100% supposed to be August. I don't know if we get it sooner. It's supposed to be August. America, it's not confirmed, but it should be June. Which technically, when I say June, it's probably May. Like late May. Because it has to get to the store, so maybe some areas get it earlier than others. So ideally, that is like your price range. Speaking of which, for the Canadian side, as we're going to be getting into this, well, actually, let's just go over the bays one by one. So for the starter stuff, actually, yeah, we have Wizard Arrow here. I mean, I do want to appreciate one thing, by the way, about all these X stuff. Dude, the box design is so good. I don't know whose thought it was to actually put, like, let it rip on the box, but absolutely genius. Genius. Like, in terms of graphics, it's just such a smart move. Because the bays there, and, like, I love it. And I also like the box design is not just, you know, I expect it to be close to Karatomi. I like that it's basically you invert the whites to black. I think that's very cool. Okay, so yes. Okay, there are some prices we do need to go over. Mostly on the Canadian side, just to go over this. But I do have the prices. Let me just pull this up. So I'll go over the next. Pegasus! Oh no! Haha! It turns out I forgot in my head that for the Hasbro X stuff, I forgot I put this all in one MP4. That's my bad. That's a little. That's Siri. I'm sorry. Okay, that's my bad. We go here now. So I was gonna go over the back of the box, whatever. Yeah, they reused all the stuff. I like that they keep literally all the same terminology, right? Ball, you know. Oh, they don't label a part name, but TT was the same. You know, ratchet, blade, bit. We'll go over the. There's quite a bit. I think it's next one. It's. Damn it! I keep forgetting. I have to press play. Okay, forgive me on this one. Alrighty, the Wizard Arrow here. I think if we go... not to the shield. If you actually look carefully on the image here, you can actually see the slot for the QR code. The QR codes are literally just on the ratchet tabs, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, good. Okay, so we can go over the prices. Okay, yeah, so this is Toys R Us prices, but this is still a little bit annoying. So in America, it's $9.99 for a starter, but, right? Yeah, $9.99 approximately. In Canada, dude, $17.99. That's what we call it's not import fees, it's literally, it's the bullshit of Toys R Us's prices. Keep in mind, like, $9.99 USD to Canadian should be $13.57. So technically speaking, it is cheaper to import from America for Hasbro X than it is to get like a Toys R Us, which I find very annoying on that regard. But it's like the issue with Canada, right? And honestly, I feel like, and we'll get into this, but I feel like probably most things are not going to really change. Like if you already buy Takara Tomy, it's not really like the Hasbro stuff. The only stuff I would be interested in if I like already buy TT stuff normally, it's literally just like the Hasbro exclusives. That's the only other thing to care about. Because I guess Hasbro will be good if you're a TT collector, just for spare parts if something breaks, I guess. That's about it. But the launch, it's the first four. Well, actually, the starters are the first four. Leon Claw, or Claw Leon and Lance Knight, that's supposed to be wave 2, at least as far as I can tell. Yeah, 17 Canadian, yeah, it's a ripoff, buddy. It's a ripoff. It's ridiculous. It's not. This isn't like a third-party seller importing a Japanese product, whatever, and then they have to price it one way. No, it's literally like, bruh. I don't know. I'm surprised they put the QR codes on the right side. I assume they put it on the underside of the blade like they did in Burst. I also thought they would have just put in the instructions. I would have thought. Well, listen, yes, this is true. The Canadian dollar is absolutely terrible, but that doesn't mean they have to mark it up like crazy. That's just the Toys R Us thing, right? That's just the Toys R Us thing. Okay, does this play? So I think it's 5 seconds each, right? Oh, there we go. Wasn't it? There we go. Yeah, Knight. I was about to say Helm Knight. Keep in mind though, we still need a lot more to go through. Like, I really just want to see more of the exclusive content. Like, right now, it's kind of fine. Oh, let's talk about this. The entry launchers and my thoughts on it, because it's going to be coming up. So, a good point's made, and I was talking with Nizuma. Shout out to Nizuma. The reason why they picked the shittiest launchers possible, it's just because I understand. It's probably like the box cost, whatever, that type of stuff, which is fine at the entry launchers, but I just... The entry launchers are not that easy to grip, but keep in mind, I guess I am a little bit older, whatever, but I don't know if anyone really likes that. I was going to say either way. I really wish the normal launcher was in a set. It feels a little bit ridiculous that you have to buy, like, an American. Isn't it like $7.99 for the proper winder? I don't know, it's... Well, actually, technically speaking, I'm pretty sure if you 99 plus 7.99, you technically get actually kind of close to the price you'd pay for a starter in Japan. Technically speaking, actually, so I guess it's just very weird to me how it's done. I know this was done in bursts, but I'm still not used to it. But yeah. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, I want to give you a little bit of a tip to anyone who's wondering. None of the stickers are real. They did a very good Photoshop here. It's a very smart marketing thing. It's a physical real bay, but they Photoshopped the sticker. It's not even a negative. It's just I literally noticed that because there's no proper glare or reflection on it. It's too HD. Yeah, this... Okay, here we go. I'm not a fan of this either. I don't know. It's weird, right? It's weird. I mean, I suppose... I'm wondering what it would be in Canadian for this stupid launcher. What, like probably like $12.99 Canadian, something dumb like that. Oh no, Toys R Us will be like $14. If Toys R Us does $14.99 for something like this, they're not selling it. They're not selling it. Will you be doing testing with HASBRO X? Yes, executives, exclusives. Yes. Of course. Well, keep in mind, I am working on the database. I've been super busy with a lot of IRL stuff, but I will be testing Hasbro the same we do for Takara Tomy, and those will go on the official. Those will go on the fan-made database that I'm working on, obviously. Of course. You have to, right? You have to. Anything else? I want to really cover the bays, the new bays in the stadium, so we'll kind of speed through the rest of this. I do like either way. The packaging looks so good. Really, really good. In Scythenciendo, yeah, I was going to type in a comment, my dyslexia on reading that name. I have to get used to it. Yeah, again... Oh, okay, this actually was a really promising one. I don't like the name change, and I'll explain why. Okay, so... The name is Phoenix Wing, but how Takara Tomy names Beyblade X, it's like the creature, and then after the shape or feature or weapon, or the general, like Wyvern Gale, shape of the wind, whatever. Phoenix Wing, right, it's very... When you change it to Soar Phoenix, it loses the name. Obviously it loses the name, but it loses the meaning of the name when they're doing it. And it's like, but why? And it's the same thing with Hell Knight and kind of Keels. Well, actually, the shark one, actually, we passed that one, because Keel Shark, I think that's actually like a feature on a literal shark, so actually, never mind on that regard. But the launcher is pretty cool. I'm still wondering exactly if you have any questions or notes from Melbourne, feel free to ask me. Yeah, I think I shouted out the YouTube, the Beyblade Tournaments Australia. Yeah, very good coverage on all of the stuff. I forgot I was going to understand the launcher. No, I was surprised on this. They usually don't cook this much, so this looks really good. Phoenix? Come on. And the string launcher? That's crazy. It's really surprising because they usually don't do string launchers, so I was like, damn, they're really going at it. Yeah. I'm still, why, who is, okay, I gotta rant about this, but if you look at the photo of the Phoenix sticker, dude, why is it so low res? I don't even know if it's real or not in that photo, but that's really bugging me. But the Phoenix one is, but the pricing Canadian, I have to double check. Ooh, actually, the pricing Canadian is 30 Canadian, $30.99. I'm pretty sure it would be the correct one. I think it's a little bit cheaper than that crap of the Rock Tavor or whatever. Okay, okay. How much is it in US? Is it like $20.99? Is it? I gotta double check this now. The Phoenix, 1999. Excuse me, 1999. So bruh, wait a minute. So, okay, no, that's like a $3 difference between Canadian and US. That's not as bad as the starter prices. Okay, so I was thinking that the prices were even worse. Like, no, okay, so the Phoenix one, that's pretty fairly priced. Sword drawn. I still hate saying the names. Reverse. Looks about right. Yeah, man. Wait. Oh, no. Where's the picture of the state? Okay, well, it seems I have to work some magic to import that image of the stadium, but, you know, I'm more or less expecting that they're just going to go crazy on launch, similar to what they did in Burst, and they're just going to go like this. They're going to, like, here's all the bays, whatever. We'll cover the stadium in a second. 33 is enough. Well, $30.99. Whoa, we got told. Whoa, 33. Hey, wait, what's the? Whoa. Sorry, I was misreading this. What difference is that? Yeah, that's. We're kind of close in the price in that regard. It is a little bit. The thing is too, like if you're importing a TT1 too, it's still the price is relative, I guess, but it's like okay for Hasbro standards, I guess. It's like, okay, now, quick question. Is Hasbro going to do, like, remakes, like... Well, I mean, they have no reason not to. Unless... Well, here's the thing. If it's a Metal Fight remake, I don't know if they're going to do it. Because anything that's Metal Fight, dude, you ask Hasbro, what about Metal Fight? And they're going to be like, Metal what? Metal what? They do not like Metal Fight, dude. And, yeah, it is unfortunate. What is going on here? I had the whole stadium set up here and everything. Oh, no. Well... In the meantime, while I am re-exporting that segment, we'll kind of just go over my general thoughts on everything, though. What? The stadium set is 128. Whoa, that is way more than Canadian. What? Dude, the stadium set here is like 69. Nice, it is. It actually is, which I know it sounds like I'm joking. It is literally $69.99. And American, it's I think $49.99. I mean, the Canadian, like, whoa, damn, that's rough. 120, bruh, that's almost as much to probably import to Australia, the regular TT stadium. Brother, what are you asking? What happened? I don't know. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean. So when people grew up with Plus TJ race, either raised in the game or grew up, yeah, of course. Do you think there's a chance they'll raise the full size? The reason why the stadium's modified, and I'm getting the stadium image now. The reason why the stadium is modified, this goes back to Turbo. If you saw the Beyblade behind the scenes stuff, they are restricted in what they can do. So this is like the best probably that they could have probably done with the dimensions that they were forced to do. Because there are a lot of stadiums we've gotten, but keep in mind there's probably restrictions like, hey, this is the box size, you got to figure out a way to fit that stadium inside. So for the X stadium, like, in all honesty, it's better than I thought. It's a lot better than I thought. I obviously still want to try in hand, because obviously you want to test till I get to see how you feel, but there's plenty of tournament footage on the Australia side, on the Beyblade tournaments in Australia that you can go check out if you want to see like the gameplay aspect there. I just want to get in. I thought we would get the stupid thing here in Canada because they advertised the tournaments are supposed to have it, but I don't know. Then after we didn't, I'm just want to try it, and I can't. And I'm it's box size. Exactly, it's box size for retail. They can't. Yeah, that's the thing. You can't. That's why I said in Japan, there are things you can do in the Asia market that you can't do in the Western market because how the shelves work and the space and everything. The stadium is like. I think the Hasbro one is like if you cut it like this, they have to fit it properly for this stuff. Why no 2-packers? Well, brother, we still got a couple of months until June, right? This is just the slow reveal. They're gonna advertise slowly, obviously. It's a slow burner. I'm curious on the other stadium designs. Yeah, definitely this. I want to see what they do, because I know they're supposed to be doing a bucket stadium, and I remember seeing the original listing on this. I just want, bro, I want to see what they're doing. I want to see. You think Hasbro will make, well, I obviously would assume they would. Do you think Hasbro will be, actually, no. I'm pretty sure they updated something in the rules, in like the B4 stuff, where it's like, I'm heavily paraphrasing, something along the lines of with only within the region. Like, you already see stuff like, I think in Singapore, like they banned Cobalt Drake and that type of stuff, whatever. So for an example, if I'm at a, let's go an extreme hypothetical. If I'm at a Hasbro tournament, let's say there's a Hasbro tournament right now, I can't use Drawn Buster because that's not released for Hasbro. In the same vein, I can't use Steel Samurai in a Japanese Asia event, right? And it makes sense. It's a different playing field. It has to make sense to be even. They can't just have it where, oh, it's going to be, you know, imbalanced. So we're going to have a TT and... Damn it. Where did it go? So we're going to have a TT and Hasbro meta that actually spices things up. Yes. Well, keep in mind, actually, with Burst, it was kind of like, since the bays had the shitty locking system, there's some Burst bays that were better for Hasbro than TT because they were tighter, but, you know. Probably Paichu might wondering if Hasbro took inspiration from Slingshot when they did wacky variants of the X stadium. Well, I would hope not Slingshot, because none of the stadiums work. Let's go over some other stuff. Wondering if the bucket stadium will have molded rails or not. Well, we'll find out. If I have no idea. I have no idea if it's molded or not. Will Terra and Tusk, they will probably make a T-Rex. Well, no. You're connecting things that aren't... They're Hasbro exclusive stuff, right? And then after there's the actual regular stuff. But people are thinking because, oh, there's a Hasbro exclusive, because there's some theme of some other character, they must be connected. No. Talking with the Hasbro rep, they really want their tops to sell, to be advertised, anything they support. Our community is looking to restrict parts. Yes, this is what makes the most amount of sense. You can't have it where, like, I'll give an example. It's a fun story, actually. When me and my father were visiting, because this was during the quad drive, the double-decker stadium. Listen, this is third party. They just want to do a nice tournament for, like, you know, the kids and whatever. But, like, there are people, like, pulling up with, like, raids, longiness before this, like, the pro thing, whatever. And it's like, you gotta have a level playing field with this stuff. It's gotta be fair. It's gotta be fair. We will be allowing TT, but, yeah. That's gonna be very interesting to actually see. Do you think I don't think it's profitable for them to sell grips. If you look at the history of how they've done it, they've never done grips. Burst, they've done it one time, and that was like a so-so grip. Metal Fights, kind of, but they dropped it. Grips are not... I get the wanting of a grip, but I'm just saying realistically, I don't see them selling it. If there'll be... This, I don't know. I would assume probably not. I don't think they would modify the enemy like that, but... I've read Tusk Mammoth is going to be imbalanced like Night. Well, I don't have it in hand, so I'm not too sure on this. But all of X, well, don't most of the X space have an imbalance in the metal in the placement? Speaking of which, I'm very sorry, I forgot to play this, but this is a good discussion actually. Oh, here we go. We were told directly that they likely won't sell grips. Yeah, that makes sense. It's not profitable. The same thing for the Battle Pass. Like, the Battle Pass only exists... People forget this, but the Battle Pass only exists because it's so you gotcha gamble, basically. The Battle Pass can't translate here because none of the features are really that useful. Nobody really cares about all the other... If you ask someone about what do you really use the app for, they're not going to say, oh, I love it for the simulation battle. No, it's going to be, oh, it's to get Cobalt Drake or a Gold Scythe or a Gold Leon Claw, right? Oh, Drawn Dagger, damn. It's literally just the HDT2 render at this point. Where's Tusk? Ah, beautiful. There we go. Yeah, the ankle perspective on this shot made me think it was just smaller, right? I think the next one, it's a little bit more the squished one. I've seen the stadium in the pictures. I'm still so surprised. Yeah, it's just like it's stretched, but from what I can tell, at least on the videos, I think... It seems at least the pockets... Well, the one thing at least this generation is at least Hasbro for the pockets at least seems like proper. It's not in the early waves. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. No, but the stadium, I just want to... I think for me to really get a solid impression of the stadium, I literally want to just try it for like an hour on whatever's meta and then get an idea. Also, no random boosters as expected. I have a mixed feelings that they're going to be looking at using MTG distribution networks to sell LGS? What's this? LGS. What is that acronym? What is that acronym? But... No, yeah, I want to try the I just want to have a full hour session before I give my impressions, because it's so hard to tell watching just how the meta... And I'm not saying, like, I want to dissect their stadium. I don't think it's... Definitely not bad, but whether or not it's better than the TT one, or if they're equal, or if it's one preferred the other, that's what I'm still wondering. Local game stores. I see. Whether or not there's a preference I'm going to have for TT or Hasbro, that's where that's going to get a little bit interesting. Because the way I view the Hasbro one is that if it's essentially squished, it feels more like more attack-focused, which is not a negative towards them, it's just how it is, right? Tusk. Dude, is there there's an actual proper one of this. This is just the CG render. We're gonna keep on going. That's the back. We'll get to that in a second. There we go. Yeah, I like it proper when it's on the thing. Actually, funny enough with Tusk Mammoth, the designers are like, can I copy your homework without it looking the same? Because that's Hell Scythe. That's Hell Scythe. That's just Hell. It's literally got taper. Come on. The thing is, the design of it looks really good. I love the Mammoth design. It does kind of feel a little bit kind of like something you would see in the anime for like those rando bit designs, but it looks pretty cool. I love the magenta on this. It looks good. It just looks like a rounder Hell size, but it does make you think, right, about the other exclusives. Will they be kind of like parodies of other shapes? Because keep in mind, like Katana Muramasa, the the design notes was essentially like, it was basically Death Scyther. I'm sorry, I'm dehydrated, but yeah. Let's go back on the parts of the stuff. I would love to see how they explore the exclusive stuff, because this to me is already big. This is essentially like, I can't remember how many exclusives there are. It's at least more than 6, I think. But that's like basically 6 Takara releases right then and there. Same system and everything, right? So that's awesome. Yeah, 360 taper. The colors don't look really nice. The only thing I'm a little bit sad about is that the rush bit, I pray to Lord that they release a rush bit that's reprinted on something else. Because if we have it where TT doesn't reprint the rush bit because they want you to buy the Drawn Dagger set, and Hasbro wants you to spend money on it, like technically speaking, it is cheaper to get the original 3 bays than it is this set. Obviously, it's a stadium, the context is different. It's just, I need more rushes. I have 1 rush. It's already kind of so-so. I've used it a lot. I have a second one, but I don't want to have to go through the suffering of that. But, yeah, aside from that, let me find anything else. This. I'm hoping they host more in Toronto, because I want to play Beyblade X and the WPN, what is it, the Wizard Players Network. They gotta get to work, alright? I have this shirt. It's a nice shirt, but it's, I can't do anything with this. I need a demo. I need a demo, TT. I need a demo. Aside from that, yeah, we'll just keep on any real general discussion, but mostly positive. I don't know. There's nothing really negative to say. I didn't like the preference on how they did the launchers. I understand. It was kind of whatever. The stadium, I literally just want to see how the stadium does. That's like, what more can we add in terms of just Hasbro talk? If it's positive, you know, you can't rant on anything, right? There's nothing to rant about. It's just, they did a good job. Sorry, I gotta... There we go. Let's see. The chat's not loading on here. Okay. Let's go over some of the chat stuff in general. Yeah, so this is, I think, which one was the Toronto one? It was at 401 Games. So that's like, yeah, it's like a trading card game store is where they hold the tournaments and stuff. Nightshield was still a beast in the base release format, despite the stadium's lean towards attack. That's interesting, because obviously they would probably be more aggressive because of the closed space. They're obviously still aggressive as is, but probably would be a lot more scary, I would assume. Maybe that's more of a defense line. Yeah, more round or off, basically. Yeah, they want old... This is also the thing. The marketing, they're reusing the Japanese ads. It's smart, because that's the direction I said they should have been taking. What do you think of that? Honestly, just go back like 10, 20 minutes. I said, no battle pass, none of that. No, it's not... Well, actually, I don't... I would assume not. I would assume it's not going to be the same at all. I would assume it's not. Well, I've been saying that though. The app is going to be a combo with the Game Burst app and the player's companion app. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Let's hope it's going to be fun then to play that thing. Any advice on participating in tournaments? I'm interested in going to on the WBO website. Well, my advice to you would to be see what bays you own. See what the winning combos are and try to build similar to that, and then after just see what works best for you. Because really, at the end of the day, it's how you launch it, it's your stuff, right? Are all of the Hasbro lists, as far as we know, in Wave 1? Well, I don't have the release schedule, right? So I don't know if, do they do like up to this portion, then after a few months later, Wave 2? Is it everything at once? I don't know those things. I assume they're going to go with a lot at launch, but I don't know how far we go. If we go up to Unicorn Sting, we'll see. They'll be very similar, yeah. But that's a cool thing, because I'm not too familiar with Magic the Gathering, so to hear that they're kind of taking this seriously, that's really, really awesome to hear. I gotta say, the standardization with entering launchers throughout the line is clever. It delivers the authenticity of the accurate base while maintaining the attractive price. Yeah, that's the idea. That's the idea. It's like, why is it unfortunate? It's just like, those launchers are shitty. I hate those launchers. Like, I don't know. Even for me, it's like, just give them a normal launcher, man. But I understand. It's with reason. It's with reason. It's with reason. At least for the US, it's like, it's not that much of a big deal. In Canada, it's probably going to be a little bit of a big deal. Yeah, efficient cost cutting. There are a few double lights we haven't seen yet. There's no pictures of any of the 2-packs, whatever. I have no idea. Bought my X-Base at a local game store recently, and there's a crowd of me. Hopefully this gen will be successful in the US. Yes, I would absolutely love it to see. I think that's the end goal, right? Because the thing is, nobody wants Hasbro to fail. We're just tired of the thing they did in Burst. If Hasbro wants to do it where they take tournaments seriously, the bays are proper, good marketing and everything, not only do the fans win because we get what we want, the company wins because they get the profit and they get our money. And that's the idea. That's like, it's such an easy... I swear, it's like they're so stupid in Burst. It's such an easy transaction. It's like, you do the good product, we pay for it, right? I never understood why they did the stuff in Burst like the Bay team one. I guess it's because they weren't confident in it, but I hope they get more involved with the influencers and the communities and the store event stuff, because it's such an important thing for the game. You think they'll do a collab with Pokemon? I don't think they legally could. I don't know if that's possible. The entries set launchers are certainly ain't ideal, but frankly, yeah, obvious, yep. Yes, 100%, 100%. Aside from that, dude, I don't know if we got anything else to really talk about. In terms of just general news we can actually talk about, this week I'm really busy. I'm praying to the lords, to the Bay Lords, I can get out my database before UX comes. I really am hoping I can do so. I don't even know what I have left to... Oh, shoot. Yeah, I have to make, like, a lot of graphics. That's what I'm missing. A lot of infographics. I could get that done on the weekend. Maybe. If I'm not too busy. But, other stuff. I am getting the Blue Shark this week. And anything else? No, that's about it. Oh, Metal Fight content this week? Probably. Hopefully. We're going to do that. Anything else in terms of content? I'm not too sure. I think there's... Oh, actually, yes. Okay. Let me go in the main thing. Just general channel updates in the meantime. So if we have any other questions or discussion, feel free to drop it in the chat. I do apologize again. This is on like a Monday. I used to do this on a Sunday. I apologize again because it's just a weird thing. You think we'll likely get a physical tournament similar to ones in Japan? I mean, if you've seen the Wizards Player Network stuff, it looks it looks something like you're gonna get something similar. I'm also, yeah, the thing is, in terms of just new content, I'm also very happy to see that it's not gonna be well. I mean, technically speaking, you know, I mean, technically the Mammoth is kind of just almost a reskin of Hell's Level, not really, but I'm if they're making new designs, I just want to see them go crazy. They just go balls to the wall, like go like do like a crazy version of Sharky. I don't care, man. Can we use a Hasbro X and a TT? Well, if you're talking about WBO, the fan-run organization, yes. If you're talking about officially, no. Like an official, if you go from like America to Japan, no. I just the Blue Shark combo didn't perform. Well, no, it's obviously not going to, but it just looks cool. It just looks cool, right? That's the idea. My only concern is Hasbro is dropping an event after a year or two. Won't be too bad. We have the WF. Yep. I mean, the difference isn't too bad, honestly. Like, it honestly depends how much they do at launch. Because I feel, anyways, with what they're launching, like if I'm a new player going into an event, I don't think there'll be that much of a disadvantage, unless UX is just really like insanely different. But they have a very good competitive chance, I would say. I wouldn't feel it's that bad. Probably. Yeah, but aside from that, dude, actually, you know what's crazy? Because I was supposed to say this yesterday, but I couldn't. Next week, I'm getting UX on that topic of the thing. I'm excited for that. I am very, very excited for that. That's going to be fun. I don't know how testing's going to work, dude. I'm going to probably have to get a friend to help me out, because my mom cannot do like 6 hours like that, because like testings take long. I don't want to waste, you know what I mean, 3 hours, whatever. But waiting what the prize bay will be for the RB Volume 3. I don't know. There's a teaser. Who knows? Maybe it's a lion, maybe it's a dinosaur. I still can't tell. What theme would you want for a Hasbro exclusive? Well, I already got what I wanted. I already got Katana Muramasa, Reborn, and Hasbro Steel Samurai, so I got what I wanted. I don't even want anything else, really. I'll be honest, I already got what I want, so yeah. Can't wait for Beyblade X. Yeah. Aside from that, yeah, again, let me get the name of this thing so I don't forget. Again, can I drop the link in the chat? How does this work? Does YouTube block it? I don't know how this works. Hold on. Okay, if you want to see coverage, you can check, if that doesn't work as a hyperlink, whatever, but, that channel covered a lot of the Hasbro stuff, so yeah, check it out. Hey. Oh. Yeah, check that out. I'm looking for a fox or a Garuda. So it looks like Spriggan. I guess. I see the vision. I see the vision. You think the stadium will slightly be nerfing attackers? Nerfing? I would say it's well, I don't know. I don't have it, bruh. So I need it in hand. I don't know. I'm watching the videos even of the coverage of it, and even I can't tell. It's too tough. It's too tough. Imagine Wizards of the Coast endorsing X tournament. I only vaguely know about it, so I do apologize. My knowledge is limited on Wizards stuff. I can't grab this shirt. Aside from that, I think we kind of did all the updates this week. Oh, also, if someone would like to be the brave soul to do this for me, hold on. This is the thing, the Wizards stuff. If someone wants to be the brave soul and do this for me, but I need to figure out what are all the Season 1 anime bays and metal fights. I'm just asking for a friend because I may or may not be trying to do a marathon with Storm Pegasus. But yeah. I ordered TT stuff. I should have... Well, no, that's dumb. No. Brother. Okay. You gotta think about it like this. Okay, even if TT and Takaratomi are the same thing, right? Even if let's say the bays are the exact same, 100% no materials, whatever. The advantage of TT is a couple of months of getting the release ahead of time. It's not even a couple of months. Probably for UX, it's probably going to be like a big spacing, whatever. So TT will always be ahead of the thing. So again, it's like that trade-off. It's like, do you want to wait a couple of months, or do you want to have it right then and there? But that's exactly why I said, if you already buy Takaratomi, it makes zero difference. you get Hasbro maybe for replacements, and that's being objective. You just get Hasbro for replacements, and that's about it. If you never got TT, and let's say you're like, oh well, my folks say they want it in stores, then there you go. Hasbro Bays, they don't seem like any bullshit's going on, whatever. So it's a win in both regards. So it's not like, oh, I lost. Small Bays ship in the U.S. Oh. Why did I read the typo? I'd like that. I'm sorry. Yes, actually, it's our segue. Ladies and gentlemen, whatever you like to be addressed as, because unfortunately I realized how long we're going for, and I am getting parched. Oh, well, that means... damn it. Okay, well, malabays.com. There's rigorous pre-orders. Make sure to check it out. It does help keep the channel alive, but if you're watching and commenting, that's the same support either way. I don't... If you can support with the store, you know, thank you. If you just want to comment, I'll take it. I apologize for the water sipping. For that ASMR, fellas. It's my bad. Okay, aside from that, yeah, don't do this. Don't do this. I have to go on YouTube editor now. Those are the cost aspect. Yes. Why doesn't this thing scroll? I hate using this thing. Why can't it scroll? It doesn't scroll. It doesn't scroll. Well, I can't. I can read it, but it doesn't let me scroll. I don't know why it's doing this. Whatever. Oh, now it scrolls. There we go. We meet again. How are you feeling about HASBRO'S X? So far, I'm liking it. Mostly positive. I just want to see a durometer test to make sure the materials are close. Generally speaking, with a durometer, you have to say what's the most consistent value. So let's say I get like 0.18, 19, 20, 20, 21, 22. Okay, it's around the 20 range. If like HASBRO'S X was like 16, 17, 18, 18, 18, like 19 or something like that. You know what I mean? Like there's a little bit of a difference. Maybe raise a little bit of the eyebrows, but, you know, with it, you got to keep an open mind. So, yeah, I hate scrolling on this. We're going to try to make a podcast, a discussion video about the weekend for that channel. Yes, okay, so make sure to check out the Beyblade Tournaments Australia for in-depth thoughts on that, since they tested quite a bit. If you get TT from Japan, you get it earlier with more money than you wait for. Well... Not necessarily. More is relative. Because it depends, well... I guess if you just want to play the waiting game, I guess, but, I don't know. To me, it makes just sense you just get the TT1. Doesn't make any... What? Well, your money, right? That's the thing. But I'm just saying, just for me, it just makes more sense to just get the TT stuff. Or if you're just waiting for Hasbro, it's a win either way. But yes, the answer to this. Yes. Okay. So aside from that, I have to make sure I can do the explosion at the end. I think, we had a pretty good live today. This week, we will do it again. Oh, I almost hit it on the close button. This week, we'll be back on the Sunday proper before the UX stuff. Keep in mind, I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of... hitting a lot of the final stuff, so I'm not too sure. But I'll try to do the best that I can on whatever for coverage, whatever. But the videos come a little bit late. It's during the month of April. You got your reason. Ooh, also, for the channel stuff, I don't know if I mentioned this. I am finishing up a project, which I'll probably share in the Twitter afterwards. But I'm working on something because there's one thing I want to do, but it takes too much time, so I'll save that for the other half of this year. But there's something I want to do that I can do that's feasible now, which is a different project, but it'll be nice. It'll be nice. Aside from that, okay, we're gonna sign off. I'm already almost halfway through this water, so take care. That'll be it for now, and yeah. Here's hoping good for this week. And by the way, that Metal Fight request, if someone wants to put all the Season 1 bays that are in the anime for like all the Blader stuff, let me know, because I want to do a video, potentially a Metal Fight this week. But Thank you for watching. Take care and bye. Have a fantastic Monday. See you on Sunday for the live. This coming Sunday.